Your thermometer said 130. Medium rare, right off the heat. 10 minutes later on the plate, that same steak reads 145. Nothing touched it. Somebody measured where those 15 degrees come from, and on a smoker, the answer flips. Here's the rule, the way it gets handed down. Meat keeps cooking after it comes off the heat. The center keeps climbing while it rests on the plate. So whatever number you want to eat at, pull early and let the rest carry it home. That is the whole rule. Steak off the grill, chicken out of the oven, brisket off the smoker. Same advice for all three. Some recipes even tell you to tent it in foil to keep the warmth in while it happens. The one thing nobody hands you is the size of the climb. That part, somebody had to go measure. And the rule earned its place because the part you can see is real. Cook a roast to 130 in the center and pull it out. 10 minutes later, the middle of that roast has left medium rare behind. Give it 20, and the whole thing settles out even at medium well. Everyone who owns a probe has watched that happen. Heat only ever comes in from the outside. So while the center is still catching up, the layers under the crust are loaded, and a thermometer parked in the middle never sees them. The outside keeps cooking the inside, long after the oven has stopped cooking the outside. The real question is not whether. It is how much and when. So, strip the cooking away and test the physics bare. Professor Greg Blonder, the science advisor at AmazingRibs.com, took an iron ball and a cylinder of Teflon, each about 2 inches across, drilled a channel to the center of each one, and set a probe inside. Both went into a 325 oven. The iron warmed almost evenly, surface and center moving together. The Teflon heated from the outside in, its center trailing far behind its skin. When each one reached 165 inside, out it came, onto a rack on the counter. Watch the two readouts side by side, and you see it. The iron starts cooling the moment it leaves the oven. The Teflon does not. Its center keeps climbing, oven door shut, no heat source anywhere near it, and it does not stop until it has risen another 25 degrees. Meat holds its heat because of a property called thermal diffusivity. How easily heat moves through a material measured against how much it takes to warm that material up. Iron scores 16. Teflon scores 0.13. Meat scores 0.12. To moving heat, your dinner and a bar of Teflon are nearly the same material. A beef roast is about 3/4 water and roughly 15% fat, and both of those insulate. So heat does not flow through meat, it piles up. A hard sear parks a layer of stored heat just under the surface, and a probe in the center is blind to it. Slide that probe outward on a roast that just came off the heat. The middle says 135. Near the surface, it is closer to 195. That gap is the reservoir, and the rest is just the reservoir spending itself inward. Then he did it with dinner. 2 Porterhouse steaks, one an inch thick, one 2 inches. Both warmed gently in a 225 oven until their centers hit 115, then seared on an infrared grill running near 1000 degrees, flipped once a minute until the probe read 130. Medium rare on the nose. Both came off and rested under a foil tent, the way the recipe cards say. On the plate, the 1-inch steak climbed another 10 degrees. The 2-inch steak climbed about 15. Both of them sailed past medium without ever seeing another flame. So the smoker should be worse, right? Bigger meat, longer cook, more time to bank heat. He ran that test too. A whole brisket flat in a 225 smoker, 1 probe on the surface, 1 in the center, logging together the whole way. For the first 2 hours, it looked exactly like the oven test. The surface ran about 20 degrees ahead. The reservoir was filling right on schedule. Then, the brisket hit the stall. If you have seen our video on the stall, you already know this part. The meat sweats, the water evaporates, and evaporative cooling carries the heat away. While the surface is wet, it cannot pass 212. So the surface stopped climbing, the center caught up, and by the end of the cook, the two probes were reading nearly the same number. The reservoir was empty. Carryover at the end of a long, slow cook, rare to none. Pull a brisket early to play it safe, and what you are really doing is serving it short. Now the fine print, because the old rule is right more often than it is wrong. Foil first. A tent traps the escaping heat, so a covered rest climbs further than an open one. Both porterhouses climbed under a tent. Thickness cuts both ways. As a general rule, thicker pieces climb less. A whole roast chicken, pulled at 160, drifted up only 5 degrees. But in the Porterhouse test, the thicker steak climbed more, because bringing its center to 130 took twice as long over the flames, and every extra minute made the stored layer deeper. And there is no universal number. A hotter cook banks more heat. Around 350, plan on as much as 20 degrees. Around 225, closer to 5. Your cooker has its own answer. One cook with 2 probes will teach it to you. So, here's the rule, rewritten with numbers in it. On a hot and fast cook, keep pulling early. Want to eat at 130? If your grill runs 10 degrees of climb, pull at 120 and let the reservoir finish the job. Then carve sooner than later. Every slice you open is surface area, and an open surface spends the banked heat almost instantly. On a long, slow cook that has been through the stall, stop subtracting. The reservoir is spent. The number on the probe is the number on the plate. Either way, look at what the rule was never about. Not the clock, not the foil, not the recipe card. It comes down to one measurement you cannot make without a probe in the meat. Keep the thermometer in. Trust the number. And know which fire you are standing in front of. Everything in this video comes from the people who ran the tests. Meathead and the team at AmazingRibs.com and Professor Greg Blonder at GenuineIdeas.com, whose oven, grill, and smoker logs sit underneath every number you just watched. Both of them are linked in the description below, along with ours. If this one saved you a steak, hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.